Hello, one and all. This is Wolfstar Gaming. I'm Anton Savetin, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This is Robotics Notes. So, Robotic Notes, I am not really familiar with at all. The only things I do know about Robotics Notes is that it's part of a much bigger franchise known as the Science Adventure series. And the game that actually introduced me to the series was Steins Gate. So I've played through the entirety of that, as well as the other Steins Gate games. I've played Steins Gate Elite as well, that came out just last year, and I have played Steins Gate Zero, Linear Bounded Phenogram, and I have not watched the animes of Steins Gate or of Steins Gate Zero, but just this past week I got the Steins Gate anime movie of Load Region of Deja Vu, and I watched that, loved it, and so I've ingested a lot of Steins Gate, and I love Steins Gate so much, and I wanted to look into the other two series that are in the the Science Adventure series. And Robotics Notes just came out worldwide, so I thought I would sit down and play it along with everyone who's watching here. Should be an interesting game to go through. At least I think so. And the other thing that I do know about Robotic Notes is that it does share its universe with Steins Gate. I know there's at least a couple of characters in Robotic Notes that are from Steins Gate. And with the sequel in particular, with Robotic Notes Dash, I know what Dash is short for. And if anyone who's watching who's familiar with Steins Gate, it's like, as well as with Robotic Notes, should also know what Dash is short for. If you don't, I won't spoil it. As for the other series that is part of Science Adventure series as a whole, Chaos Child and Chaos Head, I have not played those as well, as but I believe it's Chaos Head has not been released worldwide. It hasn't been localized. So I do eventually want to play those two games as well. But the only one that has actually been released in the West here is, I believe it's Chaos Child. But I know that's the sequel, so I'd rather play the first game, Chaos Head, first. So maybe they'll also release Chaos Head worldwide eventually. Maybe. But in the meantime, we're gonna go through Robotic Notes Elite, which I found out was originally released back in 2014 for the Vita, but it was only in Japan. But now that it's been released worldwide, I got it for my PS4, so I've been really excited to play through this. So let's get into this. I've already looked at the config menu, so let's go ahead and start the game. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with pun. I can't read that fast. Okay. Someone said that this is a battle to save the world. Like, how badly does the world need saving? Who said this? Who has said this, I should say? Demo? Demo what? You don't care. Why don't you care? What? How could you not care about the world, like, from the sounds of it, ending? Like, if the world is ending, it needs to be saved, right? That's what it sounds like. All right. I mean, whatever floats your boat, man. It's like, oh, what are these sounds in the background?
興味があるのはただ全国ランキング1位のやつを倒してその頂点全員一になることだけ。
Okay, so the national rankings, is he part of some like school function that has like, national rankings of some sort?
その先にあるもの。その先なんて何もない。何もないんだ。それでも。いや、だからこそ求めるんだよ。レーザー光銃座。だって俺は。サンダーエンペラーに、積み込み済みだよ。発電機も起動中。
It's like the girl's voice in the background lasted a lot longer than his voice.
英雄でもなく、軍人でもなく、ロボットアニメの主人公でもなく。
Then who are you if you're not the protagonist of a robot anime? Are you the antagonist? KB 2020.
System link online.
System link online. Okay.
Mic test. Kai, なんか喋って。
Kai. Okay. So we are Kai. What does that say? Kill ballad. Okay. Say I had to lean forward a little bit to read that.
おじゃりもんせ、ノッチーよ。
What was that? Nochio. Is that the girl's name? Okay. Trophy. It's like, what does that word mean exactly? I take it that's Japanese for something.
全員一言ずつ。
です。
It's like, is Kai must be in some robot, like piloting a robot? That's what I'm assuming anyway.
すごい一体感を感じる。風なんだろう、吹いてきてる。確実に。
It's like the suspense is killing me.
はい、オッケー。カイ、ポケコンは有線になってる？赤いケーブル。
Phone droid. What's a phone droid? Is that like a robot who like answers the phone for you or something? Like, it makes sense.
とっくに接続済みだよ。っていうか、なんで赤なの？アキちゃんの趣味。
アキちゃん。
通常の3倍で動ける気になるでしょ？
OS. Oh, hello.
正常に起動済みだし、テラ安定。
Terra stable? What? She looks very serious. We're just looking at Sky. How tall is this robot?
うちの顔見えてる？
Yes, I can. She's cute.
バッチリと。
各サーボ、ホームポジションの誤差は 1% 以下。
送電システム正常だよ。発電機は13時間は連続で使えるって。
That's a good long time. At least I think so. I'm not very familiar with generators.
それだけあれば十分。
各種アクチュエーター、すべて正常。ジャイロセンサー、オートバランサー、異常なし。
Auto balancer. It's like it's so interesting when a Japanese native speaker is says something and there's like kind of random English thrown in. I find it interesting because there's only like I think it's like there's like only so many words that can be translated from English to Japanese. So with the Japanese saying like auto balancer, it's like it actually comes out in English and not actually in Japanese. I find it very interesting.
チェック9番から16番までは飛ばし。
9 to 16. Why are we skipping so many?
おいおい、大丈夫？
Yeah, it's like, are you sure that's okay? Whatever your name is. It looks very serious.
見くびらないでもらえますか？僕を誰だと思ってるんです。
I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are, so I don't really think that I can tell you who I think you are.
ああ、悪かったよ、後輩。
Kid? It's like, do we call everyone kid, or does he just call this guy kid?
はい次 DG297 起動
DG297. That must be the like the model number of the robot, I'm assuming. Oh. Whoa. It's like that went awfully fast. Camera link, laser energy link, both okay. That's good. Looks like we're good to go.
レーザースキャナー左右ともに異常なし。
周辺マップロード開始3メートル5メートル7メートル10メートル15メートル20メートル範囲最大
Metara. That's what I'm hearing. Metara. It's like, am I even saying that right?
地形判断用 AI 正常大丈夫だ問題ない
That's good.
どうぞ360度カメラテスト
That's a 360-degree camera. That's almost all the way around. That's a really good camera. Wow.
タイちゃんとシートベルトは締めてる
I hope I did.
もちろん。シート固定解除。くるくる回ればいいんだよね。カメラ連動確認。目が回る。
That made me a little dizzy too.
こっちもモニタで確認しました。座標固定スタンバイ。OK?
Okay. Okay.
ちょい待ち。調整完了。いいよ。
Like a lot of servos in this robot, it sounds like.
座標固定来たこれ。
KTKR? I don't know what that means.
その変な言葉遣い、いい加減やめてくれないか。
It's like, I need those weird expressions explained to me. Because a lot of them I don't really know. Like that one.
だが断る。
But I refuse.
はいはい、喧嘩やめ。
It's like, are we fighting? It doesn't exactly sound like we're fighting.
よし、チェックは以上。本日2020年2月28日の天気予報をお伝えします。
This just seems kind of random. And now for the weather report. Like, are you our meteorologist? Like, she has very long silver hair, it looks like.
アイリ
Airi. I think I said that right.
鹿児島県種子島屋久島地方は北東の風のち南の風やや強く晴れでしょう。
Sounds good.
波の高さ 1.5 メートル、最高気温14度、最低気温10度、降水確率は 10% となっています。
Only a 10% chance of rain? Well, dang it. Although I imagine if it was raining that the robots wouldn't function properly.
天気予報でした。
Well, thank you. Whatever your name is.
貴重な情報どうも。
He's cute. It's like already a couple of the girls are very cute.
これでロボ部員全員集合したね。
The Robot Club. It's like I think that's one of the things that I heard, that these students are in like a robot club, and that they just make robots. I think I have that right. So this must be like a robot that Kai made that he's inside of piloting.
できれば歩行テストをしたかったところなんだけど、そんな暇はないからぶっつけ本番だよ。いける？
I hope Kai's good.
最初から分かってたことでしょ。今さらノーゴーだなんて言わないでよ。
She doesn't look too pleased.
コンディションオールグリーン。最終判断はゴー。
Sounded very forceful.
カイ、必ず戻ってこようね。
Yes, let's.
さあ、ここからは俺のゲームだ。
This line is pretty meta, if you ask me. Yes, this is where my game starts.
だって俺は英雄でもなく。
Then why am I playing as you? If you're no hero, why am I playing as you?
軍人でもなく、ロボットアニメの主人公でもなく。
Like these lines again. It's like, who exactly are you if you're not these things?
格闘ゲーマーなんだから。
You're a fighting game player. Okay, so like, what kind of fighting game? Like Mortal Kombat, Soul Calibur, Tekken, what other ones can I name off the top of my head? It's like, personally, I love Soul Calibur.
頑張れる。発進。
Gunvaril? Gunvaril. I'm not sure if I said that right. That must be the name of the robot. Science Adventure Project number 3? So this must be the third game in the series as a whole then. Phase 1, Chromosphere Inductor. Oh, what? Do not pull out memory card? Please set date. I didn't have to do anything there.
はい、アップデート終わりってね。
A little action figure. Little robot action figure. It's kind of cute. Looks like he has a T on his torso. That's what it looks like anyway.
どこら辺が変わったのかさっぱりわかんないけど。
Checking voice recognition, please say something to the screen. Hi, hi.
俺の名前はヤシオカイト。
Yashio Kaito.
中央種子島高校普通科3年2組。出席番号26番、成績は中の下。
Tanegashima. Like I think I said that pretty well. Tanegashima. Mediocre at best. So you're like at a C average then? That's what I'm guessing anyway.
部活はロボット研究部に所属してますよ、一応ね。
Robot Research Club. Kind of? How are you kind of part of the Robot Research Club? Robot Club equipment 2. Oh, is that what's on it? That's what's on screen here? The what is that, like boxes, and then the little robot figurine is the Gashi machine. Gashi machine. Tanegashi machine. That's a little bit of a tongue twister. Try saying that like 5 times fast.
ロボットのことは詳しくなかったりするけども。
You don't know jack about robots. Then why are you in the robotics club?
得意分野は何を隠そう。ゲームだったりしちゃったりして。
Okay. Video games, huh? It's like, I swear, some of the video games I play always bring up video games in the dialogue.
ってあれ
What? What's wrong? The post-update info messages have already disappeared from the screen. I guess I spent too much time yammering. Oops. I let out a tiny sigh and leave the dimly lit Robot Research Club room. So it is June 10th, 2019? On a Monday. I like this music. It's very soothing. A refreshing early summer breeze blows by. It's like night and day compared to that cramped, hot room. The moment I step outside, I stop sweating. Did I say stop? Step. With the cool breeze washing over my entire body, I take a look at the surrounding scenery on my phone droid. We usually see lots of typhoons this time of year, but today seems like a nice day. The sky extends high and wide, endlessly blue. It's already turning to the color of summer. This place is about 40 kilometers south of Kagoshima's Osumi Peninsula. I live here on Tanegashima, right next to Yakushima, famous for being a World Heritage Site. This island, on the other hand, isn't really noteworthy outside of matchlock rifles and our rocket launch site. They have a rocket launch site? Central Tanegashima High is right at the center of the island. It's one of the only 2 high schools in the area, actually. Over 10 years ago, there was an anime set here that got popular. That's her only real point of pride.
じゃあまあ、アップデートしたことだし、ちょっと試してみますかね。
Okay, I can barely hear that voice. I think I need to adjust the music audio. Can I? Yeah. Good. Oh, what? I adjusted it before going into this. There, maybe that will be better right there. And right there. Okay. Message display speed. It is kind of slow. I'm gonna bump it up a little bit. Everything else should be good. I only assume that with the tips when they come up, that it will be in a different color. I assume so. How many tips are there? 217. Okay. That's a lot of tips. Daily records. Oh, it's a calendar. Okay. So phase 1, chromosphere and doctor. Yeah. Yeah, June 10th. Oh, I can kind of... I just started pressing the D-pad and that disappeared. Data collection. Data collection. Huh. And of course, since I don't have anything, I can't load the data. Copy data. Swap, delete. Wonder what exactly this is all about. Okay. Anyway. It's then that I hear a voice in the distance calling for me by my nickname. There are only a handful of people who call me that. Looks like our precious club president is back.
ちょうどいいや。ポケコンで気になるあの子をロックオンしてみるかな。
Ah, there she is. Okay, so I want to say her name in the traditional Japanese order, but of course, with it being localized, it has the Western name order. So I'm a little on the fence if I should be... Well, actually, now that I think about it, with the Steins Gate characters showing up in these games, I think I do want to say their given name after their family name. So, Senomiya Akiho. Okay. Senomiya Akiho shows up at just the right moment as I capture her within the screen of my phone droid. We're in the same grade. She's what you'd call a childhood friend. We go by the nicknames Kai and Aki-chan.
あ、またゲームして遊んでる。
Well, isn't he always playing games since he's into video games? It's like, honestly, it sounds like any other gamer.
ゲームじゃないって。イルオがアップデートしたんでね、それを試してるんだ。
Also, while I was looking down at her name, I could have sworn something came up. Was it a tip? Oh, hello. Okay. So these are all tips. Okay. Well, let's go through these real quick. Okay. Oh, studying. I hate it. That's a funny title name. Trophy name, excuse me. Okay, matchlock gun. A gun which is loaded by filling the muzzle with a bullet and gunpowder. It fires bullets by lighting a fuse. In 1543, it was introduced by the Portuguese that landed on Tanegashima. Near the end of the Sengoku period, they drastically spread until Japan became the world's largest gun-possessing country at the time. Wow, the world's largest. Wow. Okay. Yakushima. An island located about 60 kilometers south of Osumi Peninsula in Kagoshima Prefecture. 20 kilometers west of Tanegashima, 20 kilometers. It's about 504 square kilometers. Weather is subtropical. Average temperature is 19 degrees Celsius throughout the year. The 9th largest island in Japan and registered as World Heritage Site in 1993. Mount, Miyanorutake. I had to take that kind of slow there. Miyanorutake is the highest mountain in Kyushu at 1,936 miles high? World Heritage. A location registered per the rules of Convention concerning the protection of the world cultural and national heritage by UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. That is a long organization name. It could be a cultural, natural, or mixed heritage. The goal is to preserve valuable ruins, nature, and landscapes. Osumi Peninsula, a peninsula located in Kagoshima Prefecture just south of Kyushu. When seen on a map of Japan, it is easy to remember it by spotting Sakurajima, where it rests with Satsuma Peninsula to the west and Osumi Peninsula to the east. Tanegashima, an island located about 40 kilometers south of Osumi Peninsula and 20 kilometers west of Yakushima. The area is about 445 square kilometers with a subtropical climate. Average temperature is 19 degrees Celsius. The 10th largest island of Japan. 10th largest. Makes me wonder what the first 9 are. Phone Droid. And it's fiction. A tablet-style pocket PC with a 7-inch HD screen. So, like an iPad? Nicknamed Pokecom in Japan. Despite having nothing to do with the pocket computer released in the 1980s. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? It could very well be. Pocket computer. I think I remember those. Then again, I was only alive during the 80s for 7 years. Yeah, I was born in 1983. In 2012, it made a boom to replace the cell phone. Oh, okay. Huh. The newest version runs Phone Droid OS 4.2 and includes multiple apps like video calling, internet browser, TV, games, mini blog apps, and a camera. There are over 3 billion users in the world. Over 3 billion. Wow. Central Tanegashima High. Fiction. A public high school located in Nakatane-cho, Kumage-gun. I almost said kun. Kumage-gun, Kagoshima Prefecture. It was founded in 2008, but before then the school existed with a different name. One of the only 2 high schools in Tanegashima. Mostly kids from the south side of the island go there. It features co-education with a regular course and an information processing course. As of April 2019, it has a total of 278 students. But not a huge school. I mean, boy, I remember when I graduated high school, my graduating class was like a 200 or so students. My class was a big class. AI, artificial intelligence. AI appears in all sorts of ways, from control systems with self-learning abilities to programs with memorized human routines. Very straightforward. IRUO, fiction, a worldwide image dissection street view application. Oh, so kind of like Google Maps? I guess? It can update the photos and videos taken on a camera finder by the phone droid users in real time. Oh, okay. So, not exactly like Google Maps, but that's where my mind went. Anyone can easily geotag the background and share it to all users. It features functions like texture match moving technology, picture recognition, and location matching. The texture match moving tech is applied on 3D images, which allows you to put annotations on the person in the picture and not just the background. Currently, it is automatically installed on 80% of phone droids being sold, which is said to boast over 200 million users worldwide. 200 million. That's a large population. Created by Japan's Happiness for You Company Limited in 2010. Japan's Happiness for You? Interesting company name. It's app stands for application software. A program that you can use by installing it onto a certain OS. Yes, it's like we should all be familiar with what an app is. Gunvarel. Fiction. Mobile battler Gunvarel aired from 2012 to 2015 in a 3-part series. So it must be a robot anime. As of 2019, it was the last robot anime, there we go, made in Japan and featured a total of 155 episodes and 39 volumes of Blu-rays. That is a large volume, a large number of volumes. 39? Jeez, that would take up a whole shelf. Maybe. They took a unique approach toward marketing and aired the show in 110 countries before releasing in Japan, which caused a boom in other countries ahead of Japan. 4 years have passed since it aired, but it is still described as a godlike anime all over the world. Godlike, okay. It's like, what makes it godlike? People say no other anime will ever beat it, which is why no robot anime has been made since. Interesting. It was created to target boys in middle school and higher, and made toys like another robot anime, but the motif of Egyptian mythology as a backbone for the story and powerful 3D CG made it popular enough to even have its own movie. Of course. The story is about Genki Doto, the main character, who pilots a martial arts robot and gets transported to the past, present, and future. Season 1 opening theme was done by a gothic band called Phantasm. Phantasm. That name comes up in a tip in Steins Gate. Also, concerning robot anime, I have not watched that much anime. I've slowly been getting into anime thanks to the video games that I like to play, such as, like, you know, this game, as well as, you know, Steins Gate, Kingdom Hearts, Persona. So, you know, really games that have a very firm planted root in Japanese culture and you know, ideology. Anyway, I haven't seen that much anime. So the only robot anime that I've seen is the 2000, I think it was 2005? The 2005 reboot of Astro Boy. That's the only robot anime that I've seen. I may be a couple of years off with the year, but that's the only robot anime I've seen. I have not seen any others. Granted, I wouldn't be opposed to watching more robot anime. I know with robot animes that the robots are called Gundams. So I know that much. But beyond that, I really don't know much about robot anime. And, you know, with the animes that I have seen, it's mostly been like Danganronpa. That's another one. That's another one that has gotten me into slowly watching anime. But yeah, Danganronpa. There's Brynhilde in the Darkness. That one I really, really enjoyed. Much darker than what I was expecting, though there are some lighthearted elements. And I did not know about it going into watching this, but Dramatical Murder. Okay, so I just found like the plot premise to be interesting. Actually sitting down and watching it, I enjoyed the plot overall. The only thing that I wasn't expecting was the yaoi moments. So, and while the yaoi moments are fine, it's like I'm not really into that kind of thing. But that said, I did enjoy watching Dramatical Murder. Anyway, I think I covered all the anime that I've seen. Oh, and then Steins Gate, Lode Region of Deja Vu. I do eventually want to see the animes of Steins Gate and Steins Gate Zero. I'll eventually get around to it. Anyway, back to the tips. AR, augmented reality. Technology to display digital information. A typical example of this are apps that can set virtual effects and letters over an image taken from a camera. Gyro sensor. A sensor to measure turning angle velocity. It is used on robots to correct posture and prevent falling. Then that's a sensor that you very much want to implement in a robot then. Actuator. Means to make something move or walk. In a robot, the actuator is the driving gear. The motors and oil pressure devices actuate the robot. Okay. So, yeah, that's like the actuator in a car, basically. Because the actuator in a car pretty much does the same thing. Make it move and work. Okay, let me see if I can say this. Mose? I may need to hear that. If it comes up again, I may need to hear that word again to get the pronunciation right. Means welcome in Tanegashima dialect. Okay. Welcome. A banner featuring this phrase welcomes visitors to the Tanegashima airport. Okay. That's all the tips for now. That was a lot of tips to start with. Then again, I wasn't actually seeing, like, a notification saying that there was a tip. Okay. Anyway, back to Kaito and I've already forgotten her name. Her nickname is Aki-chan.
アキちゃん、猫耳つけてあげるよ。
Cat ears? What? Do you want her to wear cat ears? Be like a certain cat made cat. Okay, cat ear mode. Oh, let me read this first. I boot up cat ear mode from among the app icons in IRUO. Cat ear mode, okay. Fiction. IRUO exclusive app. When booted up, it auto-recognizes the person inside the screen and automatically puts cat ears on them. It also displays a pink AR maid outfit as an added bonus. All for free. Cat ear mode, that's funny.
にゃんにゃんなんつって。
That's amazing that he could do that. And honestly, she looks pretty cute in this outfit. You know, not just the outfit, but the cat ears as well. Very pink. This thing is pretty awesome. Not only does it add cat ears to her head, it also gives her a maid outfit. Ah, there we go. Certain cat girl maid.
カイはのんきだな。
Well, you could be. You could very well be as carefree as Kai or Kaito. I'm not real fond of nicknames, to be honest. Kai is me, of course, short for Kaito. I've already gotten that, Kaito. It's funny. Playing in this, a guy named Kaito, and in my Persona 5 Royal Let's Play, I decided to name my main character Kaito. Akiho lets out a sigh and takes a sip from the bottle in her hand. Was it good?
こういうピンチな時は力を合わせて頑張らなきゃいけないっていうのに。
ピンチなの？
Yeah, are they hard types?
ピンチだよ。この状況見ればわかるよね。
She even has a tail. I can see that. Is there a way to get rid of the dialogue box? Maybe under help. Let's see. Hide text, circle button. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely a tail. Akiho points to the robot club room located next to the soccer club equipment storehouse. Well, just right behind her. I guess people assume this little shed would never be used as a proper club room. Our space has 2 rooms, but one is used for storage, so the only one that can hold actual people is the left room. That said, it's way too cramped with 2 people inside. Try to relax there. I dare you. You'd be surprised at some of the people who can get into a crazy position and be relaxed. Even worse, we only have a single lamp and no AC. It's too cold in the winter and too hot every other season. If hard times refers to being forced to spend time in the club room, then I totally get why Akiho would say that.
ま、でも芝生は意外と気持ちいいよ。
I mean, the lawn is a better option. Yeah. Especially if it's like freshly cut. It's like just the smell of a freshly cut lawn. On days when it's not raining anyway. I would lay out on the lawn in the rain. It's like I love rain, especially if it thunderstorms.
そういう問題じゃなくて。
Oh, well then, what's the issue then? Cat Akiho dejectedly returns to the club room after hearing my response. Aww. It's like, I was sad, Akiho. Back in her usual outfit. Then again, we're inside, so we're not in a... Well, maybe he has some kind of viewfinder where he, outside of like his like robot or whatever, to where he can just like pull down like as a visor and view her like that. It's possible. Oh, oops. How did I bring that up? I don't know how I brought that up. Anyway, she sits on one of only 2 round chairs in the room and takes a sip of her juice again. As I enter, sweat beads form on my forehead. Summer's only just started. I'm gonna die when it gets going. Yeah, it's summer. I mean, the official day of summer is later in June, but yeah, it's like if it's that warm already.
今日も教頭先生のところに行ってきたの?
So it's like I thought. He has like a kind of like a visor. Ah. It's like, would she need to go to see the vice principal?
行ってきたけど、会議中でまた会えなかった。
So you keep missing her. Must need to talk to her. Must need to talk to her badly then. It must be something really important.
教頭先生、忙しすぎだよ。
Well, of course, she's the vice principal. Are you sure she isn't just avoiding you? I mean, she could be doing that, but then again, it's like the principal, the vice principal, they should be there when students need them, when they need to talk to them. As soon as the school year started, the Robot Club had its budget annihilated. Oh. How bad of a cut are we talking here? As the president, Akiho's been doggedly negotiating for club funds. But I can tell they aren't taking her seriously. Well, I mean, I can kind of see why. I mean, excuse me, I had to cough there for a second. What was I saying? Oh. Yeah, I can see why they wouldn't take her seriously about about trying to get the funds for the club. Because it's like, maybe they don't see the robotics club to be that, I don't know, like, that, what's the word I'm looking for? It's on the tip of my tongue. That lucrative. There we go. Lucrative. That's not a very lucrative club or something. Maybe that's why. That said, the fault probably lies in Akiho for ridiculously demanding a 10-fold increase last year. 10-fold! So that's a huge increase. A 10-fold increase? So the budget cuts must have been that bad then.
部長さんはいろいろ考えなくちゃならんことが多くて大変だね。
Oh yeah, it's like as any club president, excuse me. Club presidents are very, very, very busy. Then again, I wouldn't particularly know because I was never in a club in high school.
大変だけど、充実はしてるよ。
That's the important thing, isn't it? As long as it's fulfilling, the hard work pays off. Akiho smiles grimly and thrusts her fist into the air. Yeah! If only I had face cam, you would have seen me put my fist up into the air. Meow. Or how it'd actually be with the Japanese, more like nya.
ちょっぴり焦りもあるけどね。
Oh, that's an overlay regardless. The club equipment there, the dialogue boxes. When she moved, I just noticed that her face kind of went behind the club equipment number 2. So yeah, that's a complete overlay of everything.
偉い偉い。
Atta girl.
カイはまるで人事だね。ロボ部はもううちとカイの2人しかいないんだよ。少しはそれを自覚してほしいんだけどな。
We're the only 2? What? We need to get more people into the club then. It's like, I assume by the end of the game that, well, and before too terribly long, that we will get more people in the club. We can only hope, right? The Central Tanegashima High Robot Research Club, also known as the Robot Club. I mean, to put it succinctly, yes. Its history goes 9 years back. Okay, so it's a pretty new club then. It all started with a girl named Senomiya Mizaki. I was saying that completely wrong. Mizaki. A first-year student at the time. Yes, that's right. She's the older sister of the girl pouting in front of me right now. I call her Mizane. I'm not sure what the name means. She made the Robot Research Association. Then a year later, it became a club in recognition of its achievements. Huh. I mean, how big of an achievement did she make? In its golden days, it had nearly 20 members. It even won Robo 1, a Tokyo hobby robot tourney 8 years ago. Hobby robot. Hobby robot. 30 centimeter robots released in the 2000s. Mainly refers to robots that walk with 2 feet and are able to be remotely operated. Okay, so just a remote control robot. In late 2010, it became extremely popular due to the DIY models being released for cheap. At the same time, PCs became widely spread, which allowed the robot to be easily programmed. Okay. I love the transition, with the tile effect. And also, so far, I really like the music. Da, 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 da. It's very catchy. That was then. Now the club is on thin ice. If that wasn't obvious from our club room and total of 2 members. You'll get more.
いや、でもほら、俺ってロボットとかあんまり興味ないし。
If he doesn't care about robots, then why is he in the club? It's like, seriously.
知ってる。これだけうちが会に洗脳作戦を続けてるのに全く効果なさ。
Well then. I mean, if it hasn't worked since the start, then he'll, I don't know, like, that brainwashing isn't very effective then. When Akiho says brainwash, she means her efforts to get me to watch all kinds of robot anime. Oh, okay. Probably. If anything, her doing it non-stop since elementary school has had the opposite effect. I don't want to touch the stuff. What's wrong with robot anime, Kaito? I'm honestly curious, as someone, like I said, who doesn't know robot anime. Why doesn't he want to touch the stuff? I'm genuinely curious why.
アキちゃんの熱意は立派だけど、空回りしてることにはそろそろ気づくべきだと思うよ。
Yeah, maybe he's just very, very hard to persuade.
してるかな？
してるね。新入部員が2年連続でゼロなのはアキちゃんが空回りした結果なわけだし。
For 2 years in a row? Jeez, so it's just been them. So it's just been them in the club for 2 years. Jeez. Well, something needs to change then. They need to do something that will attract others to join the club.
ああ、そっか。
Till a few years ago, it was a prestigious club. Prestigious, however you want to pronounce it. But its rep is so low now that people call it worthless. That's such a shame then. Ironic considering the rest of the world is going through a robot boom. Really? Till last year, the tech prep room in the main building was our home. It had issues, it was too dark, but it was better than this.
でも聞いてかい。あの人がかつてこう言ってた。
Akiho quickly puts on her red-framed glasses. By the way, these glasses are just for show. Do they not have frames in them? I mean, it doesn't seem like it. I know this is kind of a weird stopping point, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here for today. So thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and subscribe to become part of the pack. And don't forget to claw that bell icon so you know when a new video comes out. And I hope you all have a wonderful day or night wherever you may be.